Hey guys, Kendra Morse. Day 7. So we are 7 days into this marketing challenge. Here are my notes from day 7 of Ray Higdon's second 14-day challenge, 14-day marketing challenge geared towards social media marketing for network marketers. And I say all that because that's a lot of what he had talked about. Marketing for all other businesses is completely different than what marketing needs to be for network marketers, and I'll explain. So he talked a little bit about personal pages versus business pages, and he said that the way that Facebook is at this point, unless you're running ads regularly with a business page, you're going to have a very hard time getting traction. Facebook doesn't show business page posts to very many people, even if you have a lot of followers. So it's really set up for ads. They want you to run ads. So unless you're in a place where you're running ads, he really encourages that you just use your own personal profile page, not create a business page. Then he went into ads, and I'm going to tell you, I feel like a somewhat intelligent person, and he lost me. He talked about all different aspects of ads, and he's obviously very well versed on ads, how to structure ads, how you should consider what dollars go where. He talked about testing, tracking, tweaking, scaling, split tests, a lot of stuff that I didn't understand. And he basically was trying to make the point of, unless you really understand ads inside and out, you shouldn't be spending your money on ads. So many people are buying ads and putting stuff out, and they don't even understand how to test whether or not that ad is working for them the way that you would want it to work for you. So he's very much against ads. There's so much that you can do for free. There's so much that you can do with all different aspects of social media that you can engage with people for free. He said that a lot of ads are set up to sell the thing. Ads sell the thing. Like, for example, Pepsi Cola. An ad for Pepsi sells Pepsi. You don't sell the thing. You sell the idea that anyone else can also sell the thing. That is network marketing. You're not selling the thing. You're selling the idea that anyone can do what you're doing. So I'm going to talk more about that. He said you can be the number one income earner, you can be the number one recruiter in a company, and he's never once seen the number one recruiter also be the number one income earner. He said he's never seen it in any company, and he obviously works with a lot of different companies. If you're transactionally based, if all you're thinking about is making sales, if all you're thinking about is a sale, you will make more sales than most people, but you will not create duplication. And he talked about transactional thinking versus what is going to create massive success for you. He said, if you are an animal, a beast at recruiting, and you are very much transactional thinking, like all you can think about is how can you make the sales, he said you'll cap out at $150,000 a year. If you want to make $150,000 a week, you have to focus on community and duplication. He said if you want to slow down your team, you want your team to stop by 90%, slow down by 90%, start talking about things like target market, credibility, specialness, influence, NLP hypnosis. I don't even know what that is. Avatars. All of that stuff creates confusion. It's not going to create duplication. It's not going to create success. So do not talk about any of those things. Don't even think about any of those things, because although most likely if you have, and I've spent time thinking about, well, who is my avatar? And I didn't do anything, didn't actually do any work. I spent a lot of time trying to come up with the answers to those. You want people to say, if you can do it, I can do it. It has to be simple. And he shared a story. He shared that when he recruited doctors, he would tell doctors that when you're out, you're at the hospital, you're the doctor. You can be the doctor. But when you're running your network marketing business, you have to tell people you work at the hospital. That's it. You have no credibility. You have no specialness. You have no extra knowledge that other people don't have, because if you do, no one can look at you and say, I can do what you're doing. So he said, think about that as a shot to the ego. As a doctor, you have to tell people, I work at the hospital, but that's what's going to create success. And he shared this story, and I laughed because we both were part of the same company years ago. I didn't know him, but we were both part of the same company, so I know exactly what flip chart he's talking about. But he shared that when he first got started, he would invite 100 people, invited 100 to get 10 to come to see the presentation, and he set out to find the most phenomenal speaker that he could find. He was talking about how he was the sharpest, no ums, no ahs, no pauses. He said he had hand movements down, like he was sharp. And he said that he would have one out of every 10 sign up at the end of the presentation. Well, one day he goes to one of the meetings. It was like one day a week, every Saturday or something. There would be a meeting at the local hotel, and he'd invite another 100, get another 10, shows up, that speaker's not there. That phenomenal Rico Suave speaker's not there. And there's a smaller framed woman that is meek and not as confident, and he's sweating bullets. He's thinking, oh my gosh, like, why don't I have my amazing speaker? Where's this amazing speaker? And she gets up there and she gives the presentation. And in this presentation, one aspect of it was the income disclosure form. So it was 3 or 4 or 5 pages in, it showed what the average ranks earned. And she meekly says, I'm at this level. That level happened to be earning on average $100,000, if I remember right, a year. Crazy income. And he said all 10 of his guests leaned forward, like looked at her, looked at the chart, looked at the what she said she was, looked at the dollar amount that earned, and said, if she can do that, I can do that. And all 10 of them signed up. He said every single one of them. From then on, he never wanted to go to the meetings that the Rico Suave speaker was at. He wanted to follow her, and he wanted all of his people to see her, to see that she was having the kind of success that she was having. There was nothing special about her. There was nothing amazing about her. She was just a human being that was sharing her story. And I laughed because that's exactly my experience when I got started. I went to a home meeting, and I saw the guy flipping the flip chart, and I was seriously like, that seems really simple. If he can do that, then I can do that. And that's what made me so inspired to go after this business and be a part of it. So I hope this is helpful. This is day 7. I look forward to bringing you more days of the notes of this incredible challenge, and hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.